Hey, welcome back. We're back here in team Duncan.
Fuck's sake. Sure. Welcome
Duquan.
back.
Yeah.
It's been a tough recording session today. So if people
Yeah,
don't
Lewis
know,
has really struggled with
we recorded
philosophy today.
like 3 or 4 bursts, and I think I just need to start educating myself about this stuff a bit more.
I think you should.
I'm too open.
I think
right. I'm like
you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I'm like a sponge. I just take everything in and don't make any decisions. Here's the problem, which a lot of people don't like about me. Okay. And
okay, I'm ready.
I'm
You got bad
supposed
breath.
to be in charge. Okay, at the Yogscast. I'm supposed to be running the show, but I have one of these. There's 2 things. Okay. One is that a good leader is always decisive. Okay. And is able to make decisions. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I am not decisive at all. I am extremely
Why not?
indecisive.
Why can't you just make a decision and stick to it, you dummy?
Well, the other thing that that tends to be the trait of a good leader is to be very stubborn. And that means you're kind of inflexible and unwilling to change your perspectives. I am terrified of being stubborn. I am extremely willing to change my view if given a good argument. Okay, if I read something or see something that changes my view, you know, but despite the fact that I'm just watching you mess this up. It's fine.
No, I'm not messing up. What are you talking about? We're doing good here. Look. We've got a really good system.
Some higher walls up. Okay, I'm a little bit behind. So I'm watching a stream, by the way, of Sips playing, which is about 20 seconds behind. So yeah,
is it that much?
Yeah, I think so. So sometimes when I see you do stuff, it's like stuff you did. So that's why I'm sort of a little bit reticent about calling you on stuff, unless something bad happens, like something like a big slime escapes.
We have like a gigantic explosion of bad slime.
Yeah.
Whoa! Got another achi.
So
man, this is going well though. Look at this, Lewis.
You're actually getting stuff done this time.
I know.
So
I know. I saw. It's really good. There we go.
Look at all the money you're getting in.
Yeah,
you just
I know.
Achieve and everything.
It's
working out.
good.
So to the rarer slimes like those ghost ones pay more.
Is this thing not launching
for
the chickens in here?
For their plots. So what are you selling here? They're like poops or what? I don't know.
Yeah, they poop. They poop and you sell their poop.
And you're feeding them chickens?
Now I am, yeah.
Damn.
I need these plorts. I need the tabby ones too. Oh, look at that. It's feeding time. Do you see all those chickens come out? It's going to happen in like 20 seconds for you.
Oh my god.
That is great. Okay, we need more chickens. We need more food. We need more everything. I'm heading out. Right, so what were you saying? Fuck, I'm really getting into this game now. It's nice. It's a really good game. It's fun.
All right. So
okay. I'll calm down. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry for being excited about something, you know.
No, it's cool, man. It's cool. So before you interrupted me, I was just waffling around in a circle as usual.
Yeah. What were you talking about?
Well, a bit of everything. And
hey, do you think slimes could eat other slimes? Do you think that's why there's so many pink slimes out here? Or is it just the big ones that eat other slimes?
I don't know, actually.
Okay, sorry.
You're
sorry
gonna
to
have
interrupt
to...
again. I'm gonna have to explore my way out of this one.
Shall I? I think that this is the last time we're gonna look at comments, honestly, because.
All right, okay, because it's just sent you into like a tailspin now, hasn't it?
It has. It sent me. It really makes me doubt myself, even though I shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. Well, maybe you should a little. I think everyone should doubt themselves a little tiny bit.
Unstable Lala says Lewis can't make anything easy to understand. I swear, if he was asked to describe what a dinosaur was, he'd begin with, "Okay, so it's like a dog, but." Right. Well, I mean, okay, fair enough. Do you know what?
You don't tell them to fuck off this time, because just take the criticism, okay? Try to take it constructively, even if it isn't that constructive.
But here's the thing, right? How would you describe a dinosaur to someone who had never seen a dinosaur before?
I would say, imagine a really big lizard.
Okay, what about if they'd never seen a lizard? What if they didn't know what a lizard was?
Well, I think you can assume that most people know what a lizard looks like.
No, you can't.
Okay, well, I do. And that's why my explanation is simple and easy to understand and probably the right
Well, listen, it's about frames of reference. Okay, it's about you already knowing. It's why Civ 5 is great, but Civ Beyond Earth is bad. And
was Civ Beyond Earth actually bad?
And
that's something that we don't really talk about too much in these video games.
It's terrible.
Remember those?
It's a terrible game.
Yeah.
Well, the reason it's bad is because there's no frame of reference. Okay, if you're playing Civ 5 and you're like in the sort of 1500s,
I see what you mean.
Let me build some musketmen. You think, I'm doing well because musketmen were later than the 1500s.
Of course.
Whereas if you're thinking I'm building fucking catapults, you're like, well, hang on, we still using catapults?
Somebody here's got howitzers and I'm making a trebuchet.
Yeah. Whereas
something's wrong.
In Civ 5 Beyond Earth, there is no frame of reference, and so you're building. The first research you build is quantum fucking chemistry or quantum space physics, and then you have to build the tachyon emitters, and you're like, well, is that better or worse than the flux defibrillators or the whatever other space bullshit, right? The Vertion particle field or some stupid thing. There's no frame of reference there, and it's the same thing with a lot of things like Alien. And aliens, even for Star Trek and Star Wars, all the aliens are animal alien. They're like insect man, lizard man, snake man, crocodile man. A lot of times these things have a frame of reference to us in that they are similar in some way to us. They're all at least between 5 and 6 foot tall. There's a couple of aliens in Star Wars that are different. You get the dwarves,
like Jar Jar
right?
Binks.
Little teddy bears, okay? Yeah. And you get Jabba, who's basically a giant slug. But even in the most crazy Cthulhu-esque stuff, that is still all a reference to things. It's the tentacles and underwater creatures and stuff like this. There's all references there. It's very hard for us as humans to describe what a dinosaur is if we've never seen a lizard or never seen a crocodile. If you bring a kid up in a basement who's never seen the world.
What about a fallout shelter? What if it was a fallout shelter though?
What if it's a fallout shelter, precisely, and they've just never got any books or anything like this or anything that tells them about the outside world? How are you gonna describe a dinosaur to them?
How? Yeah.
Well, what if their only frame of reference is a dog? And then you say, well, okay, it's kind of like a really big dog, except it's got scales and it's angry with you.
Okay, well, in that case, fine. I agree with you, but I don't think that... I think the chances of you meeting a kid who has been raised in a basement and not been suggested somehow to lizards before the age of reasoning where they can actually understand your question or even themselves say, describe to me what a dinosaur looks like. I think my explanation still stands as the best explanation because I assumed, probably correctly, that most people would know what a lizard is, or at least what one looked like.
What is a lizard?
What is a lizard? You tell me. What do you think a lizard is? What does a lizard mean to you?
Some of these comments, I'm not sure. Okay, as a female, I can say that personally, that's never happened to me. What? I've never really developed a crush on someone who's been around me for a long time. That I wouldn't.
No, females don't though. It's a man thing, isn't it? I don't think females have that thing where they develop a crush on someone if they've been around them a long time. I think men
by default have a crush on everyone forever.
Pretty much, yeah.
There is no, if you meet an attractive girl, you're going to have a crush on her forever, or at least,
I think that, like, if you take, for instance, like the animal kingdom and the way that, like, mammals, mate and reproduce and stuff, the male is, like, compelled to have sex, isn't he? Like, he needs to have sex at some point.
Yeah. It's like that Larry David thing. Like, anytime you want sex, I'm here. I'm available.
Yeah.
Just let me know. I'm here.
And females I don't know if they're always up for it, if they're wired the same way as men.
Well, tell me.
I get the feeling that they just sort of, in the animal kingdom at least, probably are only really up for it when they know it's time to make a baby.
That's right, and that's the thing about pandas. Okay, that right that you need to know.
Yeah.
Is that everyone always complains about pandas, like not wanting it. Okay, but in the wild.
Oh yeah, they're really hard to make
baby.
Have a baby.
But in the wild, they only are fertile for like I don't know. Again, look it up if you give a fuck. But I think they're only fertile for like a week, a year or something, and so therefore that's only when the lady panda is horny for the dick.
Yeah.
For the big panda cock, and so. In that week, she is probably super horny.
No, it's true. Yeah.
But you can't just. She might not fancy the other pandas. You know, you can't just put you can't just put a guy and a girl in a room together and say, okay,
No.
you guys need to fall in love now. The guy would probably just be up for it whenever, as always. That's just how it works.
Probably. Yeah.
But the woman wouldn't, and so
No.
you can't just assume that. Yeah. So yeah, I think that the longer a woman has known someone, possibly the less she likes of him. But it depends. I think it does depend, right? I think that with the right kind of man, he could just become more and more attractive in her eyes as this. But I think she'd let him know in some way. I think that there's much more. I think that men are letting women know that they're available all the time.
On Tinder. In your area. Hot singles ready for you. Waiting, yearning.
Yeah, I think that the man has to do the asking, though. Bear that in mind too, right?
It's true, yeah.
It's the
like
one-sided way
thing, isn't it?
How society
Well, no, it's like
up.
tradition, right?
But it's changing. It is changing with this.
Yeah, because sometimes now women ask men to marry them, don't they?
It's a more strong, womanly, feministy thing. But I think, do you know what?
That never used to be a thing, I don't think.
I like my old school values, Sips, and I don't think that it's
about.
I'm not attracted.
Woo!
What's
What's this? There's a golden one. Where'd he go?
Oh my god!
Where did he? Where he disappeared? Oh, could have made gold. I could have had my dude's shit in gold, but no, he's gone. I don't know where he went.
Did you try and suck him up and he just vanished?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh my god. That's so tragic.
I know, right? I'm fucking really pissed off about that.
That's really ended this whole episode and series on a downer, as if it wasn't already.
It's ended the series. We're not coming back to Slime Rancher? What the fuck, man?
Oh, what, are we going to come back to Slime Rancher? I'd love to.
You bet your butt we are. Yeah, this is great. I can easily just ignore you while I'm playing.
The game's
really
great,
fun.
but I need to fucking get out of this this fucking rut of like my foot is like permanently in my mouth this whole fucking time.
Oh, okay. Well, listen. A couple of things we've been thinking about doing.
So sorry if I've offended.
To close off the episode. We like doing this podcasty format, and we'll continue to do the podcasty format. But we're also thinking about maybe starting like a series of. Well, it's either going to be co-op or it's going to be something that we can sort of both play or like at least input into, where we sort of concentrate on playing.
We need to swap over because I can't keep carrying on these one-sided.
No, Lewis can't
rambles.
think of like more stuff to talk about, and the more he does think to talk about, the more he puts his foot in it.
Yeah,
big time.
That's right.
So. But we have a couple of games that we really like that we'd like to play together. So I think maybe why don't we put like a poll together or something? We could maybe put a poll together and to see what people might want to see us play, because we got some pretty good ideas. Or we'll just do it, whatever we want to do. And then that'll be like a regular thing on top of these when we feel like doing them, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll introduce like another format to team.
We need another co-op game just to dive into and play.
Yeah.
I think that what we've done. This is a very one-sided podcast, really, where I haven't prepared anything, and it's very half-assed. But I think that if we could get a co-op game together, then we can actually do a decent co-op game series, maybe.
Okay.
But let us know what you want, and we'll read.
Yeah, let us know if you have
comments.
anything in mind. We'll tell you what we have in mind somehow at some point.
Honestly,
and you let us
do you know
what
though?
you have in mind.
Whatever
and
you
then
say, we're not going to listen to, and so
I
we're
will
just gonna,
listen to Lewis.
We're just going to do whatever we want anyway. That's how we always roll, right? That's,
Okay,
that's what that was
so-
our philosophy. We're just going to do what we want to do, and
Yeah.
we're doing this for for us. rather
Okay,
than
well,
you.
listen.
We don't
if
care
that's
about
the
you.
case, then we'll surprise you
we
with
do,
something
but-
really great that we like.
Yeah,
That we won't take your input on, because Lewis said so just now. Even
that's
though
what we should be doing, right?
that could change.
Man, this
Yeah,
game is.
that's very
is-
decisive.
I love
mean, you
watching
sort of
this game,
said
though.
I'm not very decisive, but that was pretty decisive. You know.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make decisions, though. Sometimes.
Yeah,
you
you
have to
came
stick to your
in
guns.
like decisive, like a wrecking
I was
ball.
almost woolly. I was almost like, "Hey, we could do anything," and then I changed my mind. I was like, "No, actually,
No, we're sticking to the plan, and the plan is you can't take the vegetable out of the feeder once it's in.
So do these things
That
not eat all of
disappoints
those fruits?
They seem to only eat when they're hungry. So like, I've loaded up these pens with fruits, but they're not eating them. So I'm just trying to spread like these one, the auto feeder. Like these cats are about to explode. They've had so much food. See, look at this. They're
Jesus.
shitting all over their food and everything now. It's disgusting. We don't really want that to happen. And look at, we need a plort collector because it's really tricky to get in here and get them without them fucking getting in the way. See what I mean?
Yeah,
Fucking a-holes.
plort collector.
Move out of the way, you a-holes. All right, well, we'll figure out something, and we'll be back soon. And thanks for watching, and hopefully you're not too offended. And love you lots.
Yeah.
LOL. Lots of love. Simpson Lewis. Bye.
Goodbye. Oh, what a mess. Fucking mess.